Pogba will leave it for Rashford. He strikes. Oh, it's a goal! Staying on his feet this time. They went for Martial. Lovely touch by Fernandez. Cavani! Rashford all the way across goal. What a finish!
Fellas, welcome to All In, All United. Now we're in 2022, and it seems as though it's the same-ish from 2021. You know? We're
Chelsea
here
man
again.
inside already. Yeah, Chelsea man inside already.
Yeah. We just know.
Yeah.
So, you know, Ian, Idu, we still appreciate we appreciate that you're coming on. You know.
You laughing?
Just ask him if he sent Lukaku back to Milan yet.
Hey.
Yeah, man, it's loving the house.
Nice,
We do appreciate it, man. So, fellas, I gonna cut to the chase, right? So, New Year blessings to all. 2022, we hope on a personal level, that everybody here, I want to wish you all the best, guys on the panel, even, the viewers who would view live and who would view, after, they would look at the recording. Happy New Year and all the best for 2022, right? So that was the positives.
That's where the positives stop.
Yeah, that's where the positives stop. All right.
Boy, this team is shit, boy. This team is absolute shit, boy. Cut to the chase, man. This team.
Yo. I'm telling you right now, if this was Olympics, Big Phil done this disqualified for false starting.
Boy, this team is absolute. You guys, if you guys watch that game, I wasted 45 minutes.
That's how we feeling. That's how we feeling.
Oh, you only watch one half. So let's
Watch
fill
one
it
half.
up one half.
No, I watched both halves. That's the worst part. I watched both halves. That's the worst part. You try to tell me that we had 0 shots on target in the first half. This is an absolute shit team, boy.
Yeah. No, hear this, right? Hear this, fellas. Now, Wolves has always been like a kind of bogey team for us, right? Mm-hmm. So, when you go back and you look at the recent history of this clash, it's always been tight draws, narrow wins, narrow losses. So, going into this game, I didn't really expect nothing special, right? But our team's inconsistency, and I think Gregory, before we started recording, you talk about that. Our team's inconsistency continues to disappoint. Every time we've seemed to pass, some stages, like we take 10 steps backwards. And that is one of the most frustrating things as a supporter of Manchester United. But anyway, what going on? We just see thoughts. Let me go.
I just need to ask, can somebody tell me how these guys who are paid hundreds of thousands of pounds a week cannot seem to string 5 passes together? Why is that something that is so difficult to do? Why is it that they seem to be doing well in training, but yet that can't translate into something on the actual pitch on the game days?
That matters more.
It just goes to show me something fundamentally, something in the atmosphere at Manchester United is somewhat off, because it seems to just be everybody decides they want to play in their cliques. If they're not playing alongside their partner, there's like they're not going to work well together. Because we've seen issues where Rashford and Ronaldo not playing well together. Greenwood and Ronaldo not playing well together. 1 minute Scott McTominay shows up and he plays like he shows like the Scottish Zidane. Next thing he turns into God alone knows what he turns into. Fred looks like a Brazilian from Rio de Janeiro one game, then looks like from Central Brazil the next game. Wan-Bissaka 1 minute could put in 2 good crosses in a match, and the next minute he just sends one into Rosie and badly overhits him. It's like, why can't we get some stability with this team at this point in time?
Yeah,
this team was supposed to be geared to be putting a lot of teams in the back of them and chasing that title, and we've regressed in the worst possible way at the worst possible time.
Yeah. Let me just get some comments here, and then we will move on, right? So, I want to make sure I get your pronunciation correct. It's Ason Lynch, right? Good night, buddy, and thanks for joining. Well, we know the Chelsea man, Ian Ido on the inside, Gainey Jones, like small things I love, you know. David Curtin, good night, buddy.
Yeah.
Mickey Rampasa, thanks for joining. Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Ian, again with some commentary, says Manchester United is the most consistent team. One win in August, one win in September.
Hey, you're disrespectful, boy. You're disrespectful.
You come on here to hit me hard, boy. Hey, Simeon, welcome, man. He's saying Chelsea worrying about the wrong Manchester team. We in a 3-year rebuilding process. 3 years?
3 years,
Or you leave room for
It's feeling longer. It's feeling longer. And meanwhile, we are Chelsea men who $100 million striker talking out about the club, all kind of thing, and they're coming here to play the Bashawi right now.
Yeah.
All right. We go loud today. We go loud.
Curtin saying here Jones is better than Ari. After one game, that's the problem with we fans. You know?
This is it. You blighted the whole scene because as Phil Jones put on this performance, next year you go in the next game and then have a shower. Hey, look. Let me hush it.
For sure.
King on really pre, thanks for joining, man. He's saying our standards low. Players need to go. Yeah,
You know seeing that, boy? You know seeing that? How much managers we had to lose before we recognize that?
Boy, hey Joel Jones, night to you. Thanks for joining, man. Davindra, thanks for joining. He's saying from the 15 minutes you could have seen it would be a long game. Yeah. Simeon saying simple football, chopping the ball, passing, open goal scoring. Yeah. But we don't want that too easy. We want to complicate it. We want to lose games and things. Kristen, welcome, buddy. Since second last season, signed Varane, Sancho, and CR, thought we'd be challenging more. We are doggish. Yeah, he also saying could be 3-0 at halftime for Wolves. Yeah. Dwayne, good night, buddy. My 2 senses. I'm listening as yeah, buddy. Thanks for joining. So Phil, hear this, right? I think I'd message you and I can't remember who I talked to again. Now, normally when a new manager come in, this had the honeymoon period. Right? And the honeymoon period is last like about 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 games. How come we only last 30 minutes?
Honeymoon dog. After the wedding, it was a divorce. It was a divorce. We get married at Crystal Palace and then we divorced at Young Boys. Dog, you remember on All United when we were talking about the review of the Crystal Palace game, right? And Reem was like, this a little bit of time Ralph has spent with the guys and see them pressing versus Crystal Palace. What can we expect from Ralph in the next 1 month, 2 months? We can expect regression, like Greg B said. We have done absolute shit all since Crystal Palace. We have done nothing. This is an absolute joke of a team, right? And I've been telling people for at least a good 3-4 months. And this is when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was in charge. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer will eventually get the sack, but some of these players, if not most of these players, will get exposed. And so said, so done. Some of these players are getting exposed for the absolute crap they are. Okay? We do not have players that are disciplined. Headword, disciplined enough to play a system that has worked for the likes of Jurgen Klopp and Nagelsmann and Tuchel, right? These players that are currently in our starting level are not even good enough for Manchester United. I'm not going to say all of them, but some of them are not good enough, right? As I said, when a manager leaves United, these players will be exposed, and we're seeing it right now. What on God's green earth did I watch today? I thought the Newcastle match was absolute dog shit, but it's like they're trying to raise our blood pressure for another week.
Can we not bring back the Newcastle game, please? I mean, that was they ruined my birthday, man. That's messed up.
Today's your birthday?
No. Yeah, the Newcastle game.
Newcastle one. Okay.
Yeah.
I have done nothing. I have done nothing wrong in the month of December or in the beginning of the year. I went to church. I feed my dog. I feed the homeless, and I still can't get a result from Manchester United.
I'm surprised you ain't catch our fire yet. You went to that church,
boy.
The man risked it. He so wanted the team to do good.
I sure the priest was watching like, you make the Lord very nervous.
Man, Greg be laughing, but our team need a priest. We got to sprinkle some holy water on this team, boy. This team is absolute dog shit, boy.
Yeah, boy. Pressure. Nico, before I come to you, let me just get some comments.
Yeah, exorcism. We don't need that as a priest.
Everson, good night to you, buddy. Thanks for joining. Simeon saying here, Manchester United reminds me of when you're playing FIFA and put your team on semi-pro to beat them. Yeah. Everybody's put when they're playing Man United, it's like Man United is beginner. We're making everybody look good. Hey Jody, welcome, buddy. Happy New Year to you too, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for
man.
joining. Everson saying, can we all agree that Oli wasn't the
He
Ali
wasn't the
alone
biggest
wasn't the
problem. He wasn't the biggest
Yeah.
problem. He wasn't the biggest problem. Let's be honest. I mean, at some point when you look at it, everything was going downhill with Oli at that point, and enough was enough.
Yeah. Nikki saying here, well said, buddy. No blasted discipline. Take about one that.
We got a bunch of side men that just want to do what they want. They just don't want to do what they want.
Jody, you predict this score and result? What we know with you?
Where's your
It's a
proof,
new
sir?
year.
I
Change
don't
now.
believe that.
It's
Where's your proof? Where's your
Hey,
proof?
it's a new year.
And
Present your receipts, Mr. Laljan.
No,
Present your receipts.
I will get in on that. I'll get in on that what Jody said. Yeah, good night all, and as Reem would have said, sentiments, and I mean all the best for the new year. I know we have started off as United fans, a little on the the low side, but on a personal level, all the best for the new year. And as Jody say, even if Jody, right, you could have predicted that score, could you have predicted the performance? Because as we would always say, and Reem would always say, we don't mind if we lose our game now. Let me say we lose against Wolves today, and 1-0 with a decent performance. Even they could have scored when they scored at the same time they scored, the same way they scored, and we would not have no problem now. But it's the manner of the performance from minute one, right? Jody, if you tell me you predicted that, then I will say he's Juju man. But I doubt that anybody could have predicted that atrocious performance today. And what's the man of the match for me? And again, as we might say, we're going and say, well, Phil Jones thing, and we want Phil Jones next game, eh? But that was the man of the match.
I mean, yeah, you got to get Jackie Jackets.
For the man not playing a Premier League game for almost 2 years, to put in a performance like that today.
Facts.
As much as they would say that, the header would have led to the goal or whatever it is, but there are a lot of work to do still for Martinez to score a goal, right? And he would have done the basics. So for me, he was man of the match, because without him early in the game, they might have scored earlier, right? They might have scored earlier. But Varane looked better today for sure. He looked better today. He looked more confident today on the ball. Definitely, he looked better. But again, the energy levels, I don't know, because last game we say, all right, he made 6 changes, right? So hopefully for the Wolves game, we come out fresh with maybe 6 more to bring back in for us like Dalo. Maybe even a Shaw kept his place. That's a freshened up a little more. We spoke about Bruno, but that was a brave move not to go with Bruno again and Rashford, which again was deserving when you look at the horrendous display.
It was deserving, but you could see within 20-30 minutes that this game needs Bruno.
Needed. Exactly. So I was hoping
that must have been hard for you to admit, Huffel.
Half time. No, I was hoping that half time.
Now, Gregory. Here's the thing, Gregory. I am a big fan. I have been slating Bruno.
I just love pushing your buttons and you're falling for it right now.
Bruno is 10 times better than Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is absolute dog shit, boy. That is absolute dog shit, Greg B. No. I can slate Bruno Fernandes and I can also give him credit. But Bruno Fernandes is levels. Don't get it twisted, above Scott McTominay. Okay? I do not know. You can name 10 Premier League teams and Scott McTominay would not start at any of them. Tell me 10 Premier League teams that Scott McTominay would start in. Tell me. The guy is dog shit, Greg B.
Yeah,
I'm done with him.
When you look at McTominay's performance against Burnley, right? How it is you could fall
one
so
of them
low.
you might get into.
And the thing about it is, why does McTominay would have still onto the field to start the second half? He was the worst thing in the first half, right? We struggled for any kind of possession, any kind of movement, right? Because yes, we played against highly technical players, right, in their midfield, and that is where we were exposed. Their midfielders is highly technical players like Martinho and Neves, right? That is their craft. They are specialists in what they do. They're not trying to I mean, for like as I always say, like for Scott McTominay, they playing centre back for Scotland and midfield Manchester United. Them fellas bread and butter is in the midfield of our football field. And that is where we continually getting exposed. We don't have the technical quality in the middle of the field. And until we get that right, then we will continue to be disjointed and look as horrible and even worse than we are presently looking now.
Some comments here. Jody saying here, I guess in response to his earlier comment, this result and performance was inevitable based on the previous game, Nico, and Wolves ain't no lie-down team.
That's true,
man.
All right. David Cousin saying Ollie Carrick Ragnick. Them hate that Van de Beek youth boy. Hey, watch man.
Now all of them can't hit him. All of them can't hit him. I ain't going in. I ain't going in on it.
Yeah, we ain't going in, Nico. We ain't going in, Nico. But what I'm saying, right? What I'm saying is, some justice had to get do, because you can't tell me what we seeing today better than I prefer see. Let me see Van de Beek come on and play 3 games and play rubbish.
Right.
Let me see that. Don't tell me that. Because nothing, you can't tell me we can do better than McTominay and them what them doing here today.
After today, I can't defend nothing. I can't. After today, Van de Beek had to be sleeping when he come training. He just say, "I'll go ahead," and he just sleeping on the touchline, getting Bruno and fellas water and toting the boots, shining the boots and thing. Because
he come like the water boy now. He come like the water boy right now.
That he worse than that what we see today.
Yeah, that's telling you, right?
My goodness.
Hear the smell here, right?
What?
Anyway, let me get the comments and then I will share this thought, right? Simeon saying here, who playing good enough for their wage this season beside De Gea and inform Varane? Mickey saying here, Cavani didn't have a good game. He gave out the ball too much.
And there was one shot that he took during that game and he skied it over the bar. I'm like,
and then he could have Leon Greenwood.
What went on there?
Yeah, he was supposed to play that for Greenwood.
Yeah.
Phil, I think you're I don't know if you're on mute.
Yeah, you did, I think.
No, I was saying he could have laid off the Greenwood as well.
Yeah. Tristan Dodson, thanks for joining, buddy. He's saying Watford, Burnley, Newcastle. Yeah, all these teams just...
That's the team he said Scott could gain too now.
Oh, okay. I don't even think Scott could make that midfield. Probably Burnley, because I level. Mitchell James, thanks for joining, man. He's saying facts. McIsh always have one world-class performance in an entire season. Can't pass to save his life. Watch, man.
But you can't screen the ball, you can't protect the ball, you can't pass the ball properly.
Simeon saying here, Wolves ain't even play to a high level. We just couldn't match them. Who's stuck in 4th gear? Wow. Fellas, don't talk about Scott McTominay's performance against Burnley. Even a broken clock is correct twice a day. The man isn't worthy. Because I'm saying I find only certain men that get blamed when we lose. What about Ronaldo? He's been out of form for a while. Yeah. And starting every game. Yeah, he's spot on. All right, I'm just saying here, McTominay, Fred and Matic does goal. How you pronounce this?
Lekoto, right somewhere in Tobago. Tobago.
Yeah, that's the only way them fellas. That's the only way I can explain it. How them fellas playing week in week out? How we could go? How much transfer windows we went through and these fellas remain? The Venture saying Man United this season is a confidence team. If the opposition starts strong, we just get shelled until the team stop pressing or make a mistake. Yeah, no doubt. Well said. Jody saying Wolves came with a game plan and executed it. Can't say the same for Man United. Hey, Karen Ragberg, thanks for joining. She's saying no one deserves what they are currently being paid. Bunch of spoiled, undisciplined brats. Couldn't have been said better. So there was a question I was asked to Ragnick in the presser post-match, right? Now, I asked myself, because wherever I asked him, and he said that is why they hired him, because he knows what the job entails and he believes he's the person to wherever, right? But I've been listening to Ragnick talk, apart from the technical things that we enjoy listening to him because we never got it for 3 years under Ollie. So, when you hear somebody talk sense, it'll be like, wow, But certain decisions Ragnick making and certain things that he's saying as well together, like transfer market, he happy with the team. I'm wondering if the board selected Ragnick for a particular, because they seem to gravitate to the kind of managers who will work quietly with whoever they have and don't stir up no trouble, don't make no, because Mourinho kind of spoiled them for that, so they didn't want to go back through that. And then Conte is not the kind of fella you want to mess with. If you promise him money, he go. So I'm listening to Ragnick and I'm wondering if Ragnick is really the type to say, well, hey, we're going to need players, because Nico, you mentioned midfield in a mess. If we were to compare our midfield, McTominay, Fred, Matic, Donny, right, against all the other clubs in the Premier League, we play in first division all year, right?
Yeah.
No way that quality could compare with the aspirations of a Manchester United club. How when you look at Manchester City, Fernandinho, Rodri, Gundogan, De Bruyne, Foden, what is we doing with McTominay and Fred? Yeah, what is we doing with McTominay and Fred? And for how much windows we pass, and we have not been looking to upgrade. Or they feel Ragnick.
Most people would consider Donny an upgrade to what's there, and yet he's still not getting games.
But all I feel Ragnick is a yes man boy, or he really
I
don't know.
Well, how I see it, How I see it, or how I see it now. For the rest of the season, we will see some straight, right? But at that time, I think Ragnick making his notes. Ragnick making his notes in terms of what this club really needs. And now I'm hoping for also, so that whoever is to come, he let them know this is what you need. When you come in here, I setting you up. I setting you up to feel when you come here, right? Because if you come here with what I working with, I'm sure you're going to feel. And this is what you need, right? And hopefully from now, they're going to start to put things in place to get what they need. So when the next manager comes, right, at least he will have something sustainable to work with. Because I tell you, if Conte came to this club, we would not even be doing better. I don't believe we would be doing better, right? Because how could you continue to? How you could win games with our midfield? Is it rubbish?
But I can tell you straight up, right? We don't sign anybody in January that's top 4 gone, okay? Just letting you know.
Yeah. Right, and then my point. So probably Conte, because as I said before, I listened to Ragnick talking in press conferences, right? So on a technical football level, all right, yes, I don't want to issue with what you're saying there. But when coming to matters surrounding the club and improving the squad, I'm not hearing the things that I want to hear from a manager who want to improve a squad. For instance, I listened to Conte when he talk about Spurs, and Conte say, well, hey, here we're going on. This team just not at the level, and I need to spend in January. That's what he say. And then just recently, even though they started winning after that, Conte came and said, his last press conference, yes, they will be going into the market in January because the squad has to improve. When the questions have been asked to Ragnick now, Ragnick saying he's happy with his squad. That's a song like Ole Ole. No, I ain't saying that the board mightn't come out and do something. But I want to see where you as a manager, if you're so brutal, if you're this dread man who coming in to shake up things, Wreck-It Ralph, I want to see you come in press conferences and say, I ain't saying call nobody out, but I want to see you say the squad needs improving. Don't tell me you happy with the squad.
Yeah, and that's something Conte said to the media after Spurs got beaten in the conference competition from a team that you can't even find on Wikipedia, right? I can tell you straight up, Conte said, I can't remember the exact quote, but Conte said this team needs improving. We definitely need to make some purchases in January, right? But Ralph, I don't know if he's frightened to talk to the media because it's Manchester United. One thing Ian Wright said after the game is that he doesn't see any changes between the Ole regime and the Ralph regime. He doesn't.
Yeah.
So I telling you, I'll feel. Where's I'll feel on Ralph? Because I hear what Nico say, right? But my thing is, right, Ralph's ambition is to take the job beyond this, right? And if you have to convince...
I don't feel so well.
But that we say, he said in his first press conference, he said that ideally he would advise or recommend that I go beyond 6 months, right? For him to get a job, right, at the end of this season, the team had to perform.
Of course.
So how the team performing right now, Nico? It's a
Nah,
no
he
way.
ain't
If
work
we
at
continue,
all.
he getting that
No
work. So that
way.
was saying. So he had to start to shake up some things. Ralph had to start to shake up some things. So you can't play kunumunu, how we just call it in Trinidad, and expect because that ball will turn on you, and before you know it, we spoil your reputation. You can't
Yeah,
go
you
nowhere
go
else
mash
again.
up, boy. You go mash up. I'm telling you. You feel anyway, look at the higher Oli right now. Oli mash up. I shocked Mourinho got a room and walk after that. Yeah. But
Let me get some. Go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Let me
Yeah,
just get
but
some comments.
yeah.
All right, let me just get you'll come in, Nico, after. Simeon saying here, thank you, Karim, on that Conte comparison. He will not let a team make him look like crap. And that's what we doing to Ragnick right now. Actually, I telling you, when Ragnick now come in, I had a real respect for that man. No, he's suspect. Dixian, thanks for joining. She's saying,
Hey, Dixie, again.
she said, a center defensive midfielder, please and thanks. And we begging for
Side
this
note.
since Ollie was here.
Side note.
Go ahead.
Dennis Zakaria from Borussia Mönchengladbach is worth $6 million. He's been highly rated as probably one of the best defensive midfielders in the Bundesliga right now.
Wow.
Why are we not moving on that? I will never know.
Watch we let he go Liverpool. Watch.
And right now is a tug of war between us and Liverpool for his signature.
Well, we know who winning that, right?
Oh, good Lord.
Ever since saying Ralph playing
The
long game, he doesn't deal up with knee-jerk reactions. We hired the right man in the short term. We definitely need.
What was a knee-jerk reaction? We have been seeing these players being exposed and playing shit for the last 2 years. So this ain't no knee-jerk reaction.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, remember, this is not under his reign. This is the first loss we've had under him. And he's been here just a month, eh?
All right, but
First loss, Gregby, but you can't tell me you didn't see this loss coming.
Correct.
I mean, look,
Correct.
you think I haven't seen how we've been performing? I wasn't surprised. I thought the loss would have come in the Newcastle game.
Hey, Junior Cumberbatch, thanks for joining. Saying good night, fellas. Keep up the great program, good content. Happy New Year to you too, and thanks for the encouragement, man. We appreciate it. Simeon saying here, Ragnick seeing but not in a hurry to win. The man dancing around the issue with his technical. Yes, and this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You know, so I don't know. Ralph, I'm a little worried. Guys, as we on it, continue to like and share the content. And as I hear earlier, we have a sponsor. You know, so we want to get a word from our sponsors right now as we in the mix. So, let's go.
All right, so your Proglo Collision Center is a auto body repair business. They're doing auto body repair and refinish, muffler repairs, replacement of auto body parts. You could also get windscreen replacement and also quotations for your vehicles, right? There's a contact number and also a WhatsApp number that you could contact them at to get your auto body repairs done. Yeah?
Yeah, so Proglo Collision Center.
Yeah.
Send Manchester United Football Club there. Send them there for that auto body repair.
Get a good makeover.
Send them there.
Telling you, so if you have any kind of need in that area, check out Proglo, right?
Yeah.
Let me just get some. Let me continue with the comments because we have some coming in, right? Karen saying here, are the younger players at grows with senior players, Cavani, Ronaldo, Varane, because teams simply not synchronizing, they're not playing as a team. Yeah, and there's a good.
I keep telling you guys, there's cliques within that club right now. From what I understand, is that the Portuguese players and the French players and the Spanish players all in their own little cliques. And you could also say that's probably why Donny not really getting into it, because maybe probably some of them have more of an influence and leaves him out on the side because he's the only Dutch player there right now. So everybody's kind of in their own little circles, and it seems like nobody else wants to be able to break out of that. And I think it's time to show itself on the pitch right now as we speak.
Yeah. Tristan saying here, rumor has it they took money for the midfielder and bought Ronaldo.
No, we wasn't in for the midfielder. Which midfielder we wasn't for? Nobody could tell me we were in for a midfielder.
Yeah, it was just rumors and speculation, but that's about it.
Yeah, there's nothing concrete about a midfielder.
Ever since saying here, thank you, Greg. This is the first loss the man assessing. LOL. But that LOL sound real kind of sarcastic there. We have a world class front four, but it counts for nothing if we can't get them the ball in the right areas. Goes to show how important Pogs is.
Exactly.
Hey Kurt, good
Hey,
night.
see, he look who like that last part.
None of them clicking any good. I think this is in response to Karen's comment. I listen. I hear what you're saying about the first loss, fellas, but I think we mentioned it. When you look at the performances, the loss is disappointing, but it's not a surprise. Let me put it like that. So
Yeah, because
I think.
sorry,
Go ahead.
I mean, because you look at the performances that we've had, we've been inconsistent. Yeah, we got the 3 goals against Burnley, but prior to the Crystal Palace loss, Norwich we look shaky, Newcastle we look shaky. Even in some instances in Burnley we look shaky. Today was another instance where Wolves said, "Hey, you know what? We know who to mark off. We know who to double up on. We could go at them and we could counter them and catch them." That's exactly what took place. You notice how many times that Ronaldo was double teamed in that box? So he was frustrated. A lot of times you're not going to get any sort of service, especially because they know Fred and McTominay. Matic is too slow. McTominay is not the best ball distributor out there. And the way this is set up, it's more set up for it to be more from wide positions coming into the box. Because you notice the 4-2-2, everybody more or less the attacking players are all more wide and more central. So the distribution is bad, and the way things are going, everybody's getting frustrated because there's no real sync when these players are trying to be more progressive. Wolves did their
And
homework.
that's a good point, Gregory. And it bringing me to this, right? Because you mentioned the teams that we played before since Ragnick is here, and bar the first 30 minutes against Crystal Palace, everybody else outplayed us on every level, on the technical level, on the physical level, on the energy level, on every level, right?
It's a dark day
Everything.
when Norwich looking like prime Brazil against us.
Exactly.
Except for the goalkeeping level.
Exactly.
Goalkeeping
Right.
level
That's
has
yeah. They hear
been
and they hear
top
this.
Nah,
And
it's
they
a
hear
crying
seems-
shame because De Gea putting in his best work, and this is what the people in front of him letting him down right through.
Yeah. True that. So why? No, I know, fellas, this might be a very difficult question to answer, but let me talk around it, right? Why are we constantly being outplayed by every team we play? Is it the system? Because I mean, I know the 4-2-2 system might be something new to the players, but the players seem lost. Now, I'm not making an excuse for the players, right? Because these are supposed to be professional players. We've seen new managers go into different clubs and change up systems, and the players fall in. What going on with Manchester United earlier?
I think Ralph came with his idea and a system. However, I think we don't have the players to play that system. You know, we don't have the midfielders to play that system. We don't have that 2 number 10 as you want to play that 2 number 10s to play that system because I cannot remember when last I have seen any of our midfielders play a ball through the line. Play a ball through the line and let me say cut out two midfielders and get the ball on. I cannot remember the last time I have seen that. And I think this system is designed for high energy, but also a better technical quality. Well, a lot of technical quality, right? And especially in those that the midfield area, that number 10 area, right? And we are sorely lacking that. Simple as that ball to Neves before the score. That Neves would have played to Traore. You see the quality on that ball. Does it have any Manchester United player could play a ball like that? And that ball for a player like Neves would have looked so simple. But when he made that pass, Luke Shaw don't know where he is, right? And that is the difference. We don't have the quality of players to play that system. And if we want to stick with that system, then definitely we have to win the market and get the players who are custom playing that system, right? And with the quality, because right now we don't have it.
Phil, so hear this, right? Because Ragnick's, and that's correct, Ragnick came in with his philosophy, his, whatever, right? But one of the things he said it is important that the system fit the players. Now, ideally, you would want to have players to fit the system, right? But he said his own words, right? In this situation here, the system has to suit the players because you want to play the players in their best and most effective position,
Yeah.
right? So, if you want to do it and you're realizing that these players it not working, do you not change? What's your thoughts on it? Stick
But
true or change?
what does he change to? Because he only knows Gen Press. What else does he change to? Right? He's not going to change the Ole ball because we saw how that worked out. Right? He's not going to change to what's the other one? Cantanasio, which is perfected by the Italians. He's not going to do that. He is all about his system, and it works. It worked for
Damn
the
sure
team.
ain't gonna park the bus either.
Exactly, right? He has a system that works, right? He has a system that is effective, right? It's up for the players to go into that system and make it work for them, right? As Nico said, this system must suit the players, right? But is he talking about this current crop of players or these players that he's about to probably buy in January? Right? I am as I've said before, right? No system and Ole being fired will expose some of these players. Will have a little bit of scuffles, and so said, so done, right? But we'll see. I hope to see improvements by mid February. I don't think I'm overreacting. I don't think most of us are overreacting. But let's see. Let's see.
Greg?
Simple. Listen.
Yeah.
Rashford form, right? How it is? Is it that he's going to have a banker that all he has left? How it is that Rashford could be playing so terrible that simple passes Rashford cannot make. For the last how much games Rashford is unable to make a simple, and these players training every day. You had the touch to make a proper pass, a simple pass, right ahead for a man to run onto. You can't do that.
But the man rather feed the children, Nicole. He rather feed the children.
Well then you need to go and join UNICEF. Right? That's what you need to do. Not Manchester United.
The man I am here. They say he can UNICEF would be more than glad to have you on the books.
But that way you should go.
Yeah, Greg, you want to touch in on this?
Yeah, I mean, there's something fundamentally wrong. I keep saying this, and it's like we looked at how many managers we've had over the years. The majority of this crop of players have been here through that period of time. Different managers, different systems, different tactics. Well, in some regards, for some people, they would say no tactics, as in regards to Oli. But you mean to tell me throughout all of this, throughout all of these changes, you mean nothing has sunk into where, all right, this is how you have to play now. This is how this manager wants you to operate. You mean to tell me all of these players can't come together and say, all right, this is the system that we have to get into place. We're doing this straight and let's try and execute it. Something has to be off. How many managers are going to fall on the sword every time when these players underperform before you recognize it may not be the managers after all? Because there are certain players that are not performing to the likes that are supposed to be Manchester United standards and still come here and are collecting 100, 200, 300. Certain players want 400 grand a week. And what are you doing to justify those wages in the first place? It boils down to who's really performing, who's really being hampered by the players around them because of their lack of quality. Those kind of things have to be weeded out. And like I was saying before, Ralph's been here for a month. I still think it's too early to say that, you know what, maybe he's the wrong guy. But there are questions that have to be asked at some point. And I would like to think that Ralph himself is taking stock of what he's seeing in front of him and recognizing this isn't working. That player doesn't fit. This player doesn't fit. This player don't want to be here. He's clearly made certain statements with the likes of Martial and the likes of Cavani and knowing that who he wants to keep, who he says could go. But it's clear that that's not enough. There's certain players that still are basically coasting through a system right now,
Yeah,
and they have to be held accountable for their performances.
Rashford terrible.
But the man poor, Nico. The man poor, boy.
Boy, he shouldn't be a football player, boy. Wait, nah, boy.
It's a very gradual regression, and it is scary because the kind of numbers Marcus Rashford, the kind of numbers
Marcus Rashford. You know, Marcus Rashford has not improved since 2018.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, I think 2019-20 he had a decent season, but let's be honest. I mean, for him to go up to the level that we know he's capable of, he's really kind of hit like a ceiling somewhere, and I think he's afraid to go through it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if he's still worried about injuring himself. Something has to change.
I tired of saying this here. Kylian Mbappe and Marcus Rashford got the same attributes: physical, technical. You want to know the difference? Up here.
Yeah.
Up here. Decision making. That's all.
Good fellas. Jody, here I have a question for the panel. Seeing that we are just midway through the season, what are your predictions for the team? So we'll come back for this one because I have it on my list, right? So
can you imagine Cristiano Ronaldo playing Europa League?
That would be interesting to see how this whole he might pull a Lukaku. He might pull a Lukaku next season.
I feel he going Sporting after this, and I feel he going Sporting Lisbon after this.
He'll go back and say he always wanted to wear the black and white stripe of Juventus. You know, he might sound like Lukaku.
I feel he going back. I feel he going home Sporting, and that is it.
You can see. Jody's saying here that 4-4. That's two.
The 4-2. He basically saying it's a 4-4-2.
Right, it's a 4-4-2. Okay.
It is, honestly, when you think about it. It's just, the wide players are a little bit more inverted to play like 10s, but it really is a basic 4-4-2 when you think about it.
Well, defensively it's a 4-4-2, but attacking is a 4-2-4.
4-2-4.
Yeah. Michelle Jameson Reem, why is Fletcher on the touchline? I don't understand. I thought he was supposed to be. Yeah, listen, you see, Man United is just a mess horse, right? Man United are a mess. The amount of people that are in that technical area. For Man United is like, I don't know who the players listening to it. They're getting so much different instructions. Donny could make a pass like that, but guess what? He didn't play. Yeah, Nico, that one's for you.
Right? Yeah, well, a matter of time, I guess. And the coach said that. He said, in time, he'll get his chances.
When he confidence on the ground, and I hope when Ragnar gives him his chance, he play him consistently.
But then you can't.
We'll give him one game with Mata in midfield.
And I disagree with that. But you can say, you give him a game with the confidence on the ground and then expect. So, that's how football is. When you get a chance to take it, it's not about your confidence on the ground.
But you don't pay the man in the midfield with Bailly, right? And expect him to play.
With Mata. Exactly.
Right?
And Lingard and all these side men.
You're setting the man up to fail. Right? And then balling, he's not good enough. Like a rubbish man.
Let me see. You get a chance.
Well, you pass that comment. That's how reading it, boy.
Which one is that? Oh, okay. Good. Man United need a clear out. I was saying that today. They need a purge.
We need a clear out. We need a warm out. We need all kind of things.
Yeah. Tristan saying Darren Fletcher there to make sure McTominay play. I'm telling you,
what's the McTominay days number 2 for us?
Well, them Scottish looking out for each other.
Exactly.
We guys a career inside of the with a Pogba fit, right? You go see where you find McTominay.
All right. Let me. Simon saying we don't have enough complete players. We have players that can shoot, dribble, pass, tackle, header, and press, but no one that can do all. The good teams have many complete players. Yeah.
Or players that has played a team.
Yeah, or because at least more than one quality.
All these things together, right? Then we will have a team, but that's the problem.
Everybody playing in particular roles that suit their styles.
Everybody playing selfish.
Yeah. Tristan saying if they loved Oli so much, why didn't play better on them? Well, they could only do
It's not about playing better on the Oli. Oli was a yes man. Just a yes man.
Simeon saying Rashford has not been coached since under 21s. He said Ragnick said he wanted to keep Donny, yet he can't get off the bench. Yet McTominay, Fred, and Matic starting. Telling Ali, you know, watch man. Hey, people who say Ronaldo will leave in his summer, but where will he go? Man United makes anyone look worse than they are. I highly doubt any top European club would be in the market for him. I mean, if you look at how much Ronaldo came to Man United for, it wasn't no big set of money, you know. So I think
Exactly. It was
stage,
like, what, 12 million?
Yeah, so I think at this stage, Ronaldo is very, very affordable. You know?
Yeah, and then Ronaldo don't pay back in t-shirt sales alone. When people
Yeah.
come in the stadium alone.
Stadium receipts and all that.
Yeah, he done.
Man should say won't make back a huge revenue.
I think when we were covering the Ronaldo signing, I think they had said in the first week he had already paid for his transfer fee.
The website basically shut down because of the amount of orders for Ronaldo jerseys alone.
Yeah. Dave Dennis, thanks for joining. But he's saying Rashford is undercover Lingard.
Wow.
Now, but I find he worse than Lingard now, boy. I find Lingard should get a shout. Lingard should get a shout in front of Rashford. Because if Lingard could go West Ham and look so good, he can't get a shout in front of Rashford. No.
He can't do no worse.
Can't do any worse. Exactly.
How much games do you want to get Lingard, Nico? One?
Well, in front of Rashford.
How many games you want to give Martial? How many games you want to give Martial?
Nah, Marcel gone. Let Marcel go on.
Martial gone, boy.
Well, I wonder that's sinking for yet, boy.
Yeah. Long time. I don't think I.
You give up that goose. All right.
Yeah. Watch me. If Marcel was playing, they want to stick you with a getter.
But why? I couldn't see him even worse than Rashford though. I couldn't see him worse.
Yeah, watch me. Rakesh Victor, thanks for joining, man. Good night to you too. Quasi Riley, good night, man. He's saying, listen, guys, patience is required. Ragnick is slowly but surely weeding out the weeds. Rashford exposed, Harry exposed, McTominay exposed. Not will be, he exposed. Bruno exposed. Sure exposed. I hear you, Quasi, and let me see, because I'm telling you, if Ragnick weeding out, he don't have time. He don't have like 3 years or 2 years. He have months, right? And it will go pretty badly. You know,
but you also remember he going into a director's role in 2 years for 2 years as well too. Advisory.
It's different all year.
But still, what's going on now, Reem? Important enough.
Exactly. You knew now. And then when he go upstairs, he like, all right, you know what, this one had to go, that one had to go.
Yes. Because at the end of the day, right now, Manchester United are talking to coaches,
Remember, he's an interim manager, so we're not stuck with it.
Coaches are looking at this team player. Mm-hmm. So all of these guys who getting exposed, the coaches come in knowing it. All right.
What chances we had in this Wolves game? I'm trying to remember.
We had one that where Bruno hit the post, and there was another one that I think Ronaldo was offside too.
He shouldn't have missed
that. Bruno was supposed to score that, man. Bruno hit the bar.
And then the free kick at the end, I mean, you can't really hold your hand up against him too. That was a good save.
Yeah. And then the one with Cavani to slip it to Greenwood. And it also had one with Ronaldo who could have slipped it, I think it was Sancho.
Sancho could have slipped it
to Ronaldo. And Sancho and all run down with his head down on the ground. So, all of them fellas, it's too much pressure to play for Manchester United, but because when Sancho going down with his head down, so all he's seeing is Sancho big in the lights. That's all he's seeing. He has seen a player running, that's a slip at him, and he has seen Sancho big in the lights. And that was going on, and fellas, they're ready.
I hate to say this, right? But if Man United was a team in another country, the fans wouldn't allow this. Just to let you know, Colombia is a country that wouldn't allow this type of performances.
Colombia alone. If Italy, the ultras in any of them clubs in Italy would a riot.
They're too selfish, boy. Ronaldo, everybody, Greenwood.
I like this comment Kurt put on here. We say we had too much individualism. That is our biggest issue. Everybody wants to be in the limelight. Everybody's seeing the name in the lights.
Everybody wants to see the name up in the lights. That is the problem. That is one of the problems.
Yeah. Nigel, thanks for joining, buddy. Saying the purge is coming. Cavani going, no Champions League. Ronaldo going, Pogba going, Martial going, Jesse going, Mata is to go, Matic to retire. Plus, who we are attracting without Champions League? We in for a rough ride.
We've attracted a lot of players without Champions League. Let's be
they got a proper coach Once you get a proper coach, you get players that want
we
to
get
play.
we get Zlatan, we get Pogba, we get Di Maria, we get Falco, and we wasn't playing Champions League.
Exactly.
We got money, that's all.
But what I would like to see is if we get in that kind of clear out, Nigel, I want to see us go like we start from the ground up. And when I say the ground up, I ain't talking about going the academy and we had the same mank ball and bread kind of rubbish. No, I ain't saying that. But I talk about we going for, you know how Ragnick described them, the players on their first couple contracts to that early stage.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where-
Starlets.
Yeah, and
Starlets.
they're hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, those kind of players is who I want to see come.
Yeah.
We had enough of the
You
big
want people
names.
who know they had to work for the thing.
Yeah, and who come in knowing Man United is a big club, you know, history. And as again, I'm not talking about the English boys and them who will come in and, you know, not good enough. I ain't talking about them long staff and them. I ain't talking about them.
Longstaff, boy, go from here.
You remember, Greg, you remember when Oli come in and he was...
Yes, and I thought
wanted
that was the most
right.
insulting thing I ever heard in my life.
Listen, I don't want them kind of thing. Cause I like McTominay and I don't want them thing again, Oli. Damn it.
Technical players.
Yeah, technical. Give me technical. Right? I just never hear Pep talking about work hard and physicality.
Yeah,
I don't hear.
yeah.
Watch out. What?
I Brendan
What's the
Rodgers.
Ronaldo
Ronaldo and them
feel?
fellas. Yeah.
I Brendan Rodgers
Ronaldo
talk.
and them fellas.
Yeah, what City midfield? Who they're physical?
Yeah.
I remember when David Silva.
Fernandinho whenever he played.
I remember when David Silva weaving through men.
Yeah.
David,
Can't touch him.
Can't
touch him.
man.
Can't
Save me that
touch
kind of
David Silva at
physicality.
all.
Yeah,
Can't
save me
touch
that kind of physicality nonsense talk now, man. McTominay. Sure,
The
come
game's
play for
gotten more
Brazil, man.
technical now, so it's like players have to be more on the ball and more accurate with their passes as well. too, so.
Exactly, and that's where the football reach. That is why, guys, we will go up against the likes of a Villarreal and get played off the park.
Of course.
How we won
technical
against
levels.
them twice is beyond me, yes.
Because individualism, Ronaldo.
Individual moment. They played
The
us off the
second
park
game was a
individual
better game. The second game was a better game, to be honest.
That's true.
But
That is true.
individualism.
Well, if Ronaldo get hurt in our Champions League run, that's the season done, you know.
Yeah.
That's the season done.
Simeon saying here, watch now. The centre back pairing was one of the best I've seen in a while. Wolves get past on midfield and was looking for. And listen, welcome, buddy. Thanks for joining. Saying what a really wrong with Rashford, but everybody, I didn't get that question.
Rashford get dropped totally, not even on the bench, by at least for our 3 games.
Them fellas lacking confidence, big time. Don't tell me nothing about no injury. I want to hear that. Right? He playing football long enough since his surgery.
Yeah.
Devin Job, as you're saying, Lingard posting West Ham picks on Insta. That is why he's not starting. But he making the squad. He making the squad. Let me just go through this few comments here and we'll continue, right? Tristan saying, as much as I hate to say it, we need to build a proper team like Klopp did. He got rid of players that didn't work in his system and got kind of players in.
And he's saying led to trophies. Yeah.
All right. Also say the just saying here, when only have time in Shaw press conference after the game, taking Shaw press, he threw players under the bus. Here now you see Shaw and Maguire. Them fellas just go there and play rubbish and talk as though them was real good, you know, and just the team, the man. Shaw talking about Phil Jones as though well, you know, Shaw reach and well, you know. Hey man, United is a real comedy festival.
Yeah, but I was starting to get back in the team, man. I really don't know what. I don't know if it's because Phil Jones played that. Maybe he say that Wan-Bissaka more defensive, so that would, I don't know, add strength defensively.
No, it could be.
But I see no reason why Dalot shouldn't be playing. I ain't seen none.
So let me go to Jody question. And you know, Jesus actually saying, fellas, I have nothing to say. And we feel you. Alright? Is top 4 out of reach?
Not yet. But if we continue down the path we are going to, then gradually it's going to slip away from us. Slowly but surely.
Because remember, this was supposed to be we easy run, eh? Go through, Nico.
Yeah.
Hell,
Yeah,
we were considered title contenders this year. Look how that went up in smoke.
Yeah, I don't think it is, to be honest. I don't think it is, mainly because I think the quality of the teams ahead of us going to drop points. You know, I think Arsenal going to continue to drop points. I think Spurs going to continue to drop points. West Ham going to continue to drop points unless they see a team like Brighton come from behind and blow past everybody. You know, I think we're still in for a tight top four race. I think we're only halfway of the season for us at the moment. I think this was our 19th game, so that was 19th game, right? So I think that is halfway of the season. So it's half a
Yeah, we are the
season
midway
still
point.
to go, you know. And with half a season still to go, if at some point we really catch a proper form, I think we could still be in the top four because, as I said, mainly because I think the teams ahead of us will drop points.
All right. Before I come to film, I just got this comment here. Hey, Daryl Woods, thanks for joining, man. What's up? What's up?
Good night.
His players had no idea with the formation. Terrible performance. Only change when Bruno came on. Only mistake manager made was subbing Greenwood and not Sancho for the first sub unless Mason was injured. What you thought about Ragnick's substitutions today?
I think I took off Cavani. I find Cavani wasn't given nothing at all instead of Greenwood. Also, halftime, I think he should have made a change halftime and take off Scott halftime and bring on Bruno. You know, I thought that would have happened.
Phil?
Yeah, Mason was one of our brightest sparks in the shit team today. So I was kind of confused as to why Mason Greenwood was taken off. In terms of us making the top four, I see no signs as to why we deserve to be in top four. But the only reason I can see us finishing the top four is because we're Manchester United. That's all I can see, right? I kind of gave up on top four after I saw the performance today.
I too, to be honest,
yeah.
To be honest, Phil, I say, well, that is it.
Because right now I'm seeing Arsenal drop points to City. We got two games in hand on Arsenal before the Wolves game. So I'm telling myself, yo, let's get 6 points in these next two games, and then it'll be a head-to-head between us and Arsenal until May, right? And I kind of gave up. When I get some sleep tonight, I'll probably say, you know what, let's go again. But until then, I don't see why we should be in the top four. We're only as good as our last performance, right? You look at our last three performances. Are you satisfied? No, you're not, right? But as I said, I just can't see Cristiano Ronaldo playing Europa League. That's all. And if he got to put all 10 players on his back, if he got to play defensive mid, if he got to play goalkeeper, he'll probably do that for us to be in the top four.
Greg?
Like I said, I mean, the possibility is still there. But I know Phil's probably saying, okay, you know what, because of this today, it kind of limits our chances. But football's a funny game. Remember, we still have 19 other games to play after this. All these other teams still have games to play after this. There are chances that points will be dropped by the teams ahead of us. So mathematically, we are still in this. But from a retrospect, we have to look at it from drastic improvements required when it comes to our next performances. I don't remember who we're playing next. We're playing Aston Villa. Then we have back-to-back games against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So very much improvement is needed. Last time we went to Old Trafford, they played us at Old Trafford. They beat us 1-0 from a Courtney House header. That has to be fixed because we cannot play the same kind of lethargic style that we've been playing against them now. Because I think a lot of their players are coming back. I think like Leon Bailey and other players are coming back for them as well too. So we're gonna be in for a rough ride if we think that we can go to Villa Park and Aston Villa are just gonna roll over and let us score 3-4 goals. That's not happening. Things have to change, and I think wake-up calls are definitely needed from here on in.
Yeah, but good point, fellas. But the beauty of the game, right, is that, it's fine margins. I know all of you say that it used to upset me, but it's really true because we just our form could change so very quickly, and we could go in a 3 or 4 game run, and then the table will start to look so different, and then we're having a different conversation here. So that is just how this football is. It frustrating, but as we all noted, it's still so early in the season that when top teams had to play each other, just like we saw Liverpool and Chelsea drop points, right? Those are opportunities for us to capitalize on, right? But the thing about it is we have to capitalize on them, and we didn't take the chance. Arsenal lost this weekend, Chelsea and Liverpool dropped points, and we didn't capitalize. We went and we did this.
This kind of echoes. Sorry, Room. This kind of echoes how it was 19 and 20 because remember there were chances when Chelsea was dropping points and they were ahead of us.
All the time, it's a recurrent thing.
We dropped points against Everton. We dropped points against Wolves. We dropped points against Southampton. It was a recurrent theme through that season, and eventually we got to that point where he said, "Hey, we overtake them."
Yeah.
So stranger things have happened, but it just is something that needs to be improved as regards our performances going forward because we can't think that we could get away with this right through.
Exactly.
We shouldn't be here.
I know we shouldn't be here, Phil, but that's the reality of the situation. That's where we are now.
We shouldn't be here hoping that teams around us drop points, hoping that Man United play well the next day. We just here hoping. Why we gotta go through that? Why? You think a Liverpool fan or a City fan sitting hoping that City or City or Liverpool play well the next fixture? That's us right now. Right now we're hoping that Team A, Team B, all the way to Team Z drop points so that we can ease into the top four. And we must also hope that we play well enough to win games to get 3 points. Because other teams are dropping points. Who says we're not going to drop points either? What happened this weekend? Why this can't happen 2 weeks from now, a month from now? We gotta hope. We're just hoping. Our team is right now hitting and hoping on the football field. And right now, we as fans on United are hoping that United can do something when the fixture comes around. We're just hoping.
Well, do you have any other suggestions, Phil? Because it's like
hopefully, Phil. Hopefully, that's what changed.
Well played, Nico. Well played.
Quasi saying here, if given a proper chance by the fans on the board, Rangnick will do what Klopp did. The players will not like him because he will get rid of them one by one. He will not be popular in the dressing room. Patience.
Well, hey, let me tell you, just before we go any further, Sir Alex Ferguson once said this years ago, sometimes you're going to have to make decisions that are unpopular. But at the end of the day, you know you're right.
Yeah. And the thing about that, Greg, is you have to get the support of the board. You
That's
can't
true.
make decisions on the board, not supporting you on it because then
That is true.
Jesus saying here, Nico, my brother, our season following your hate for Danny Van Der Beek.
Hey, Jesus.
How could a man see a
About
film
2 years ago?
come from 2 years ago and play while Saturday? Yeah, boy.
Hey, Jesus, right? So, I used to know, referee professionally, right? In Trinidad. And for me to be able to referee a game, right, in the Pro League, the people top national league, I have to go training and perform. I cannot go training and after 2 laps, and then when
how
I had to
you know
make
that so that's
decisions,
not
I
happening,
just
Nico?
say,
How you
You are inside information.
but hear what? It might have somebody might have seen me and like me, and see me in a minor league. I say, wait, am I a real referee? Right? I just saying. But then now for Pro League games, I only need fourth official right through. But I'm not a real referee. But when I training, my tongue on the ground, you have seen that. So we don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
So here we're going on, right, Nicole? Let me put that to bed. Correct. Nick did say that the man is a good trainer. The man
say working hard. And he say he needs to work harder. That's what he say.
He said
All of them need to work harder because clearly you're not training somebody for you.
He said to Greenwood too.
Yeah.
So anyway, we had a long discussion on this thing last one. Darian, good evening, buddy. Thanks for joining. Saying, we will finish the season strong. Top 4 is a must. We were aiming for the league. We all thought at the start of the season we were going to challenge for the league. So I believe top 4 is a must. This side is more than capable. All right.
You know what I'll ask, but
No, I mean, on paper, more than capable. He lie.
yeah, the game ain't played on paper. The game is not played on paper.
No, but On paper, I don't feel we flattering anymore on paper, you know, because any team look at our midfield, they say like food.
No, but what I'm saying,
They're
Nico, is
watching our midfield and say like food.
if you, I believe our team, even though I know we're lacking in midfield, we could still be functional. You play Pogba in that midfield alongside, let me say, Bruno. Why we can't possess? Why we can't play proper football?
You see what Wolves do at Old Trafford today?
No, but
From minute one.
What I'm saying,
From minute one.
what I'm saying, Nico, right? What I'm saying is one of our biggest problems is we don't know how to possess the football, right?
Because why we don't have players who could do it.
So if we put, let me just say, right? Let me just say, we go back and we still, hey, here what's going on. Matic, Bruno, and Pogba in midfield. Why, what happened?
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's all I said.
Yeah. At full strength. All right, at full strength.
Two words, ball retention. Ball retention.
No, I think we are the
If I had the ball, then Wolves can dominate me.
You want to know how it would train a 3-man midfield? I can lock those 3 guys in the room, throw a football in the room, and lock them in there for 2 hours. Just tell them, do what you got to do. And just pass it until you starving, hungry, or thirsty.
Yeah, until you're fed up and don't come out.
Until you're fed up, until you're tired of seeing each other, right? And it ingrained in you.
Right. Next year, you had enough of Fred score and win the Norwich game for we. And next year, had enough for you,
No, that was the Palace game, eh?
Palace.
Yeah, the Palace game.
Yeah. Norwich was Cristiano penalty.
Yeah.
Next year, had enough for you, boy. You say you're rubbish.
Yeah, because I'm surprised Fred didn't even play today.
I'm telling you, the man say rubbish. I tell you, easy.
But yet Scott gets it. But Scott gets it now, eh?
I tell you, easy. All of them will get shake up. I tell you, the moment Pogba come back, McTominay just sit down on that bench. All right.
And all the British media, they're just waiting. So right, nice. Pogba coming back, nice. Time to write.
Let's see how he's going to screw up today. Graham, soon as the killing lips all get nothing.
Yeah. Pogba take our next haircut. Right, nice. Simeon saying here, I'll be comparing us to Tottenham for the rest of the season. We saw that what a team that wants to win did, and what a team that get beaten to firing their coach can do.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Simeon, you're easy now. Hey, Eric, thanks for joining, man. He's saying our best player today was a guy who hasn't played a game in 2+ years and was made fun of by United fans.
Still being made fun of.
What's the man move with the ball and make some good positive passes forward and thing, boy.
Yeah.
The man delay on the ball like
because honestly,
Maguire be delaying on the ball, touching, turning like he's a midfielder and he going nowhere.
That's pissed me off, boy. Maguire stayed so long on the football.
Phil Jones didn't do that today. Phil Jones passed the ball forward and with confidence too.
Exactly.
Yeah. I can tell her there, and I always say it, Doug, I don't praising any Man United player.
Exactly.
Because
praise them for one game.
Yeah.
We still in the moment.
We still in the moment.
No. We just but what men supposed to get praised for certain moments when they're playing good. We just bash them and say, nah, he ain't deserve that one. But watch out, we gain Jones that, and then all they're gonna heavy the scene now.
No, after 2 years,
the next game.
2 years,
next game.
Nico, I remember this. I remember this. Just so we play.
No, next game you see Phil Jones' facial expression on getting meme.
Our next meme.
I think the
next meme.
I know what you say. Phil Jones gonna disappear. That's what you season now, boy. I telling you.
I was just saying here. I remember when Jose said McTominay. Oh, actually,
that's what you
smoking.
Jose's a madman. Let's be honest.
Jesus saying here, our main problem is. Our main problem, as I have been saying for years, combinations or not. Quality on the ball is our main difficulty now. Any side with quality on the ball will win. Yeah,
of course.
We've seen that. It is easy to rattle our players, and they don't have quality on the ball. Wolves ran us off the pitch.
Our own pitch. Our own pitch. Our own pitch.
Yeah.
That was a hurtful thing to them.
Yeah, the Brazilian Norwich team do that too. Everybody. Watford too.
No,
everybody.
We play at Norwich. We play at
Norwich. We play at Carroll.
But today at home from minute 1, boy. The fellas dominate. We can't come out without a pass.
That was disturbing.
Realize we had 0 shots on target in the first half, right?
Yeah,
You see
yeah,
that game
I
today.
think
The
somebody
second half looked a
mentioned
little
it.
better when Bruno came on, but you see that first half, I would have make subs on the 20th minute. It's 2 subs one time. I telling you, I was so frustrated watching that. I gotta make 2 subs in the first half within 20 minutes. Scott had to come off. Scott losing the ball every single time.
And Scott played full 90 today, you know, full 90.
Yeah, boy.
Right?
Anyway, so fellas, we've successfully made it through, you know, the show. I was wondering how to go after that performance today.
Telling you,
You know,
deflated by.
Yeah, it is. How much minutes we went without
We almost 60.
Yo, you know, we have not scored a set piece for the season.
Nope.
Just on saying here, we can't have shots on target when we don't have midfielders who know to pass the ball forward. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's our main problem. Our
Thank you.
midfield is rubbish.
Yeah. And I'm giving Jody here the last comment before we go into closing thoughts, right? The man say
it in the press conference.
Say it in the press conference that he was not taking off his 2 number 6s, yes? Yeah, but Nico. The man say he wasn't taking off Matic, not McTominay. Alright? And he wanted Cavani because Cavani is a striker, that way he take Greenwood off. Now I'm telling you, some certain things Ragnick doing, it's annoying me, you know. Anyway, I go over top.
Ragnick a boss man shoot. What's up?
We will see. Yeah, well, we will see.
Boss man shoot.
Because if he had do it, them go make he get his throat boss.
Yeah, that was telling you got boss man shoot.
Yeah.
You don't see that many idea. You see done banish for the idea. 2 games straight for the game minute there.
I ain't feel Fred get banished.
No, but
after
still,
this McTominay performance, we feel going back in that team.
No, it's true.
Facts.
It's true. But still, 2 games straight, you on the bench, him get a minute. Something had to shake up on it. Some bells in your head had to shake up.
But I can imagine the situation Ragnick in his hotel room right now.
Yeah.
I drop McTominay. Who I get it on, boy?
Yeah, I drop Fred
on Van de Beek.
Van de Beek get a good run yet. That he last hope there.
Watch me.
That he last hope on the football. But to come back in.
He probably saying, I can't play Van de Beek because the bottom I don't play him. No, I don't go and play McTominay. I don't go and play Fred now, boy. Then Matic played 2 games back to back in 3 days. How are you doing this?
Hey, now what you might see Van de Beek, eh?
You better. I see him. Anyway,
I don't think we could do any worse right now.
That exactly, and that's the whole thing. Man had to get shake up, boy. Rashford had to get shake up. Rashford had to get a serious shake. Rashford had to get dropped.
I feel he's telling me if he ain't scoring a goal in the next game, he can't feel no more turn for the year.
Now you gotta get dropped totally, boy. You gotta go and the gym and find yourself, boy.
Jim,
You lost it.
You see, Jim. No, dog. Go let her pass the ball. What Jim? What?
No,
take a strong.
No, we are scoring all at
Passing
the gym.
lessons, passing practice.
No, when you go in the gym, it's all that you're working on.
I go on the field.
But most importantly is the brain.
Yeah, that brain.
Right?
That brain need work. So fellas, let me wrap it now. Let me get some closing thoughts. Greg, tell me.
Today was bleak. That's all I could say. It was bleak, and it was not promising whatsoever. But I'm just hoping and praying that things just get better. I know Phil though hate that H word come like a custom right now. But at the same time, I think that's the position all United fans are in right now, and expecting some sort of a shake-up going forward in these next few games, because this cannot continue.
Yeah, Phil.
We ended 2021 3-1 versus Burnley. We started 2022 lost versus Wolves. What is I kind of gotta echo Greg B. I just gotta hope, right? I have to, wake up, position my ass in my sofa, and turn on the TV and hope that Man United can get a result versus whoever we're playing, right? I can't. I don't know if a performance will come. I just got hope for a result right now. Not the best way to start off the new year, but still young.
Why make I bet Manchester United making it top 4 now? I almost call him and we back on number today. I say, I say half of this season, that is it. You don't know way this team could come back from a performance like this and make that top 4. But for some reason, after some sobering up, I say, you know what? It's only halfway in the season. If it is that maybe we go in the early transfer window and get what we need, or we get Pogba. Because when Pogba come back with us, guy, after 4 or 5 games, good, he just come back real motivated, And I think that is my hope now, boy. I want to see Pogba in this system, because the system lacking quality in the midfield, but lacking quality in the midfield, and I want to see what quality in the midfield in this system, how it would work now. I think it could work. I think that with Pogba coming back, we would see something different. And as Phil would have been saying, I hope to. I'm still hoping, still hopeful.
On the next episode, I bring him back the wager.
Yes, so that's the thing, When is the next game?
Monday.
Okay, all right, about a while. So so hopefully within that time, I guess we'll get back some defenders. I think
Bailly going to African Cup of Nations, right?
Yeah, he went, but with that loss should be coming back. I don't know how bad Phil Jones is. Varane form today looked better, which means that he come back into a better form. So to me, that we take that midfield combination right, and I think if we get that midfield combination right, I think we'll be in a better place. Until then, I think we will continue to struggle. Yeah.
And we have to go in the market. Definitely, we have to go in the market.
Yeah, hopefully we're in that market.
You was talking, Nico, about a wager you make with your brethren, right? That Chelsea-Liverpool game, when Chelsea went down, I started to let myself go all here. I started to send voice note all about the place. Have you number of Chelsea partners? Alright? Not thinking that we gonna play today.
Woo!
Right? So you understand? So you could imagine.
Really a humble pie there, boy.
Yeah, you can imagine how my phone was this evening, right?
Boy,
I had Arsenal partner, mine.
Number Arsenal fans that messes me.
Yeah, they literally spamming man page and going at them.
These are some corner from work and I hold on finding here, boy.
They get bossy because they come back in the precious fourth place now.
The man got my IG and my Twitter handle saved, boy.
This is why you have to choose your words very carefully out here.
Yeah, I really let myself go because I didn't think we would after beating Burnley. I know Man United, home being, I know. But after that win against Burnley, I really thought, we would have moved on that kind of momentum now, but so I decided if you win on Liverpool, Chelsea, could somebody drop in points, blah blah blah, let me lip some men. And boy, the full up my phone.
I know by any loss is
performance.
That play,
we lost.
Quality play, boy. That's the hurtful thing, It's we losing. Right.
Anyway, so guys, thanks again, Greg, Phil. Thanks for joining Nico and myself on the show. Thanks for all the comments, the likes, the shares. You all don't forget us on YouTube so you can go across and give us a subscription on that side. We want to build the brand. We want to get the content out. So we do appreciate it, right? See you all on the next one. Continue to be safe. All your COVID devastating. So let me be safe and let me be smart, right? So have a good one, everybody.
Easy.